Hello and welcome to Backlog Breakdown, the show where we have a backlog of games and we're breaking them down one episode at a time. And today we are talking about Dishonored once again. We're episode 2, mission 2 of Dishonored. We're gonna freaking assassinate some people, or in my case, not kill anybody. Definitely not gonna do that this time. We've just finished the jailbreak mission. We have gotten to, what is it, the Hound Pits pub.
Yep, the main base of operations.
So where we pick up is we're going to meet the two head honcho leaders, I guess, of the Loyalists group.
Yep.
Is one Admiral Havelock and Lord, what's his name?
Pendleton.
Pendleton, that's
believe.
right.
Yeah.
They seem cool. Did you
Yeah.
guys peek through the keyhole
Yeah.
before going in, see what they were saying
get
about
some,
you?
Get some extra dialogue.
Yeah. They said, yo, Corvo's so cool. He's going to do it. He's going to be everything we need for
the
our,
best plan
our
ever,
rebellion.
dude.
He's the best. But he needs to have subtlety. Like, okay, well, you didn't say anything bad, so then you go in and you talk to him.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
what do you mean peeked? They're in the bar. How
You're in
did
the
you-
bar. Before you go in the bar, the door, you can peek
They
through
talk
the
before you
keyhole,
walk in.
and they'll
you
start
can,
talking if you start peeking.
Yeah, you peek in.
I don't know.
I
maybe
think if you open that door, they're still
they'll start
talking.
talking. So you don't
okay.
have, as long as you don't
I
go
guess
up
it doesn't
to
feel as weird.
them. Just open the door and stand
Hey,
there.
guys, I'm
That's what
here.
I was wondering. I was like, wait, I think I heard this dialogue.
you
but
did-
I did not peek through any
Okay.
keyhole.
You did Wild Wild West style. You just opened the door, stood there.
Hey, I was like, where are these guys at?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they have a little.
I robbed the joint
combo.
before that too because
Before you talked to him?
Yeah, I was like, all right, let me go leave.
I did after.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did it after.
Okay.
But yeah, there's was not expecting the lore dumps.
Yeah, big
you
lore
get
dumps
in this
today.
area. There's a lot.
A lot of journals, a lot of people telling you stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what do these two people tell us? They're with the Loyalists.
Yeah, they're with the pretty much they're with the loyalists, and you know they believe in you. They know you didn't do it, and pretty much they're like, okay, but we need somebody that's going to help us take down
And
the man.
they say they want to save Emily and make her the proper empress.
Yeah.
They're not trying to take over for themselves. They're just doing it for the good of the empire. Do we believe them?
Exactly.
The way they so obviously hinted at the bad guys, I'm like, okay, they can't be bad. They're
It's
good.
just
They're
so,
good.
yeah,
They're-
black and white.
Yeah.
No subtlety.
That's-
I'm willing
as
to
of right
give
now-
my life for you.
Right.
Already.
as of and then the one guy, not the admiral, but the other
Pendleton.
guys, somewhat high class or
Yeah. If
Yeah,
there was-
we'll talk about him in just a second, but he's giving me some weird vibes for sure.
yeah, if one of the two was going to betray us, it would be him so far.
Yeah.
And I think the opposite. I think
the
he
opposite.
would be on our side.
He's more
Really?
straight laced.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he would be more obviously, I'm a bad guy.
Okay.
The admiral
But,
does have a scar, so people
Yeah,
with
yeah,
scars, they do bad things.
And while we're on the subject
Mm-hmm.
of characters, we'll skip around. We also meet Piero.
Pierre, yeah. So right after that, they
Oh
tell
yeah,
us
we
go
have our
see
little
Piero.
discussion. Mhm.
Yep. Kind of like a mad scientist.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. Experimentalist.
He's our man in the chair, but with no chair.
Yeah. But and then it kind of ties into we get a little bit of lore about whale oil.
Yeah.
Um,
Apparently, it's pretty volatile.
yeah, it's like
It's like magic.
it's like the juice that makes the world go around.
It's the-
It doesn't. I don't know where that comes from, how that came about. But
Magic whale oil.
Yeah, that's
It's like glowing.
insane.
yeah, but it's also like I love how it puts a spin on it to where like it's the way to get it, the way to harvest it is still pretty brutal. Like there's a lot of journals that go into how they harvest the whales and they harvest the whale oil and everything. So it's like, okay, yeah, this is how we, do things, have powered things, but it's still at the cost of, poaching whales, and it's
it seemed
it's pretty
cruel.
dark.
Yeah.
So
Pretty dark.
you listen to the guys, and then after they give you kind of like, all right, you should go check this out. You went and talk to that guy, and then even so, afterwards, you still looked around.
Oh yeah, I went through the whole
Everything.
mansion. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I took a peek into the basement and I said, "This looks big. I'm gonna save this for later." So then I didn't. do
Okay,
it.
maybe I didn't do that.
There's like a chain that goes down.
Yes,
I did not go down.
I went down there and I think I did the same thing you did, and I was like, we'll come back to that.
Because I
Okay.
didn't know if maybe there's different missions. We leave different points of this area to go to the different missions. So maybe that goes to a different
Does it
mission
take a
eventually.
key?
Oh, I don't. I didn't.
Okay, yeah, because see, I didn't have the key, so I was like, oh,
literally-
okay, we come back here later.
Yeah, I didn't even jump off the chain. I just like was on the chain, looked down, was like, oh, this is big, and then I went
Okay,
back.
okay. I think it's locked.
Okay.
So I
The
now-
door is locked.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you do need a key.
Is
Did
that
you
a
find
key
it?
that you get?
I couldn't find the key.
Okay, okay. So I'm
yeah.
assuming that's just a later venture then.
Right, yeah.
Okay, okay.
There's 2 keys for 2 areas in this
Okay.
game.
Okay. I see. I love that.
Yeah.
I love how like you have a hub area, and as you progress through the game, it expands.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games that do that, but like I like that mechanic where like it's a
Mm.
expanding hub area. You know, whether it's a level or not, I'm not sure, but
Yeah, I
like
did.
that.
It was just like you said, a lot of lore, a lot of
yes,
knickknacks here and there.
Yeah. Which I, honestly, going into this game, I was not expecting.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that for this hub area.
Yeah. I thought it was like, okay, here's the world. Okay, we're gonna go assassinate people. You know, like, but no, it really takes its time with developing the world building, and all that kind of stuff, which, you know, I'm always in for. So
Did anybody try to drop the oil and make it blow up?
yes, I used that.
You did that?
That was my strategy in the beginning of the mission.
Well, I was
Oh,
gonna
in the
ask.
actual mission,
In the
but
mission,
not in
yeah.
the part where he's like, "Oh, go fetch me another canister.
Oh,
Be
no,
careful,
no, no,
it'll
no,
blow
no.
up." You
No,
didn't
no,
try
no,
it there.
I
You
used
did?
it in the
No,
mission.
I didn't.
I was gonna ask. Did you kill?
Did you try to kill Piero or anybody?
No, I did a couple. I tried a couple of things, and it
They're
seems
probably
like it's just gonna fail you.
It's gonna.
So any
Yeah.
major NPCs, I'm not
Okay,
worried
gotcha.
about.
It's like in this hub area.
I tried to kill the maid, and it failed. So
The maid.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
figured she was like a non-necessary
Yeah.
NPC, but no, it still failed me. So.
Didn't work.
Mm.
All right. Well,
That's where they draw the line.
Fate
Yeah,
has
that's what I
been
draw the
thwarted by the hub area.
Yeah.
Mhm.
People listening to this are just gonna think I'm an absolute sadist.
So we get the lore on the whale in this. So let's focus on his shop real quick. Finish up there. So the journals about the whales, pretty cruel. They like harvest them while they're still alive.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's also a note about his remedy,
Mhm.
contrasting it with Solokov's
Mhm,
remedy.
mhm, mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And my impression was that that's like, okay, so there's the lore on that, but like as far as the game goes, like that's the difference between the health potion and the mana potion, I think, is
Yeah.
that the Solokov's is the red health
the
potion,
red.
and then his stuff is the blue mana potion spirit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Pretty
that's
much.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
there's
No,
like
I
an
dig that. It's
in-world-
like a competing
Yeah.
deal, which is kind of cool. How there's like more than one source of like trying to cure the plague,
And that's how we
Um,
know that Corvo's never going to get to play because he's just down on that stuff constantly, like it's
Yeah,
Gatorade or something,
doused.
like Mountain Dew, just soaking himself in it.
But yeah, but like also at the same time, Piero's kind of
He has the little audio
Kinda
clip. Was that
sketchy.
was him, his
Mhm.
recording, right?
Yep.
Where he's like, "Oh, we can the whales. Some people believe that their magical oil is produced because they live at such harsh depths of the ocean. Maybe if we put a human down there, they'd create some similar humors."
yeah. And I'm pretty sure I read like it gets turned down for a lot of those. Like
Mhm.
it's like, nah,
Yeah.
man, that's a little weird, man. We can't let that
Yeah,
fly.
so he's definitely going mad scientist angle a little bit.
yeah.
Yep.
So now that I think about it, he's probably the most sketchy of the three.
True, but I don't think he's not. It would be more of like he just gets out of hand more than he just like actively betrays. you.
Yeah. He's a little out of pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and then so after you do all that, then you actually get the first opportunity to buy stuff from him, upgrades or items or
Mhm.
otherwise. Did you guys buy anything? Partake? Did you
Oh
spend
yeah,
any moolah?
my pockets were flowing. I went with the crossbow.
Oh, you did buy
Um,
something. Okay.
Yeah, because like I mean, I didn't see if there's anything too much melee wise.
Crossbow upgrade?
Yeah. So crossbow accuracy and
Oh, okay.
crossbow distance.
Oh, okay.
To kind of help out with thinning the herds a little bit better.
Nice.
So that's kind of the direction I'm going.
Good. Luis
I didn't buy anything.
didn't buy nothing.
I say I don't need it.
Okay. Let me get this straight. Are you still doing the no knife build, but you're not buying anything?
Wait, no, I thought you were doing no.
No knife.
Oh,
Just
okay,
Just
okay,
gun.
okay, okay.
Just gun.
Just
But you're not
gun.
going to use crossbow.
I am using the crossbow.
Okay.
Oh, well, he's
Are
got
you-
great
Are you
crossbow.
going to use any
stuff.
traps? They sold like traps or something.
Yeah. He does sell a couple things, but I said
You
no.
didn't need
I don't want it.
Well, we did
I
come to
would've
find
said-
out that there's a lot of stuff you can just find.
I said
During the
let me
level.
save my money and see if there's something better.
Right. Okay.
That's what I did.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I said I'm not
I-
too worried.
But for me, I had like 1,600 gold. I was like, all right, let's
Speaking of
drop
which,
some bags.
Yeah, I don't
speaking of
know.
having more gold, so I forgot to mention this at the front, but I replayed the first mission so that I could try again and do a little bit better. And I did, in fact, not kill everyone. I only killed 4 people on my second try.
That's pretty good.
It was enough to get the low chaos rating. And it turned out I think there was 2 people I just had to shoot because I got caught or whatever. But there's 2 other people, and come to find out, throwing unconscious bodies in the water does in fact kill them. So, and the game tracks that.
Why wouldn't it kill them?
Well,
Tommy Tech.
What did you do?
Well, I didn't know if like the game would actually track that as a killer. I feel smart enough. It turns out it is smart enough.
So it turns out I can use sleep darts.
Yes. So you can use sleep darts, just throw them in the water after.
We'll talk more about sleep darts later that I ran into, but yeah.
And another thing I'm curious about is like physics too. Like, if you knock out a guy but then throw him like off a building, will that kill him?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
Seems
most
like the
likely.
game, yeah. I mean, obviously in the real world, I was, testing the boundaries of the game.
I get it. Yeah.
But yeah, so I played again, and now I'm using that save. So I got actually a little bit more money, I think. So I had like 770. I ended up buying the sleep dart upgrade, so that they'll be knocked out like instantly. It's like, okay, I'm gonna need this if I ever like blow cover and I need to take them out without killing them. So that was very good. And then I ended up buying a couple of those rewire kits because, like, okay, well, I'm gonna disable some alarms. I'm gonna be the hacker guy.
Yeah, I haven't been doing a whole lot of that yet. I think I'm at max capacity with those, but I think I need to try and mess with that a little more. But there's a power you get.
True. So you started a new save? I guess the only way you could replay a mission is to go.
No, well, so there's like in the main menu, there's just a missions.
Right.
option.
That's what I was curious about. If within this you went back and played and it's still that same area and just doubled everything, or you had
It
to
didn't
make
double everything. No.
Okay.
So I think the way it works is it starts you like whatever you had at the beginning of that level is what you get if you replay the level.
Okay.
So you're basically branching off at that point.
I see.
So
Yeah,
now I
yeah.
have 2 different saves, one for when I did it the first time and one for the other time. You could override it. Like, it doesn't really matter, but yeah. So,
Okay.
Okay. So we finished up with Piero. Anything else to talk about him?
Swinging back to the brewery, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Back to the pub. Looted everything.
The pub. Yeah. I went through everything.
It's like, oh, cool
just-
hemlock essence. I'll take
Did
that.
we get the mask then?
From Piero. So I want to bring that up.
Correct. Yeah.
I was gonna ask. I don't know when we got that, before or after.
Yeah,
but
you
we
get
did
it-
get the
you get it
mask
at Piero.
then.
Piero's, that's what he's working on when he needs you to get more
Okay,
of a
yeah.
whale.
He's just drilling a hole into a mask that already has drill holes.
I
And
know.
he's like, here you go. Just needed a mouth hole.
Just missing the mouth. Gotta breathe. Gotta be able to breathe through it.
Wait, what's the point of the mask?
I wanted to talk about that because my impression, knowing nothing about the game going in, I was like, oh, this guy has a weird, crazy mask. There's got to be some like crazy reason that he has to wear this. Maybe he like gets disfigured and it's like, like Bane style where he has to like use it to
I think
live
so.
or
You can't
something.
be.
But it just
can't be
turns out,
identified.
oh, it's just a cool mask. We want you to wear it so people don't recognize you. That's it.
Yeah.
I thought there was something more to it, but yes,
Yeah.
that's the idea. But people already know who it is because he's escaped. And
True. I feel like smart people would probably put 2 and 2 together, but
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this really good assassin with all these skills
Yeah.
has a mask, and it turns out that there's this escape guy who also has the same skills.
And he's killing us.
He's doing
We're
what
the
he does
baddies.
best. But yeah, I thought there would be some actual reason that he had to wear the mask other than just concealing his
Yeah.
identity.
It's still early.
But it is
Yeah.
cool. I do think part of it is that it has like, like lenses or whatever.
I was
to zoom
expecting.
in.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we're about to get a hub of some sort. Something's about to pop up,
yeah,
and
like
then but not yeah.
Yeah.
So back to the
Back to the pub.
Yeah.
There. Corvo gets the honeymoon suite, I guess. Holy crap! He's getting the huge room, and his own maid up there and everything.
Oh, I
so
didn't put that together.
his own maid.
there's the maid was like, yeah, you have your room cleaned up and everything, and
So I think I just ended the scene because Pierre asks you, "Hey, are you ready to sleep, or do you
Same.
want to keep walking around?" I said, "I'm ready to sleep." So then it just like teleports you, and then you're straight to
Yeah.
the dream.
Same thing happened. Same thing happened to me.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
You said
So
I'm gonna
you
keep
went to
walking,
the room on
and
your
you.
own accord.
I went through. Yeah, I went. Just kind of looked around. Yeah, lots of readable stuff. About the whaling and stuff like that. But it also a bunch of stuff about like the plague and stuff. River crust
River crust.
is I don't know if that's something physical in the river or if that's where the plague originated from. I mean, it originated from the rats, but
Did they give it? From the
I
river
thought it was
crest?
like that's what they name it, river crust. I don't
Where-
know.
I
Something
don't
something
remember.
to.
I don't remember that. Where
I may have
that's-
missed that
you
journal.
need to read some more.
I'll explore
I-
around the. I'll explore around the.
I read
public
quite a
some more.
lot. Yeah, I don't remember
Yeah,
River
yeah.
Crust. But yeah.
There's some about a like a faraway land called Pandesia.
Missed that one.
It's
I-
like
yeah.
jungles and
Yeah.
stuff, but it's like super far away and like it's like a treacherous. But there's like tales of people who try and get over there, and people who do make it. It's like I said, crazy, just huge jungles and weird monsters and stuff like that. So,
Love it. Let's go. Pack your bags.
Yep. And yeah, just a lot of stuff on the whales and stuff like that.
So was there only lore then, or what all was in the? So you were able to go into the room but not go to sleep yet.
yeah.
What all were you able to pick up?
In the room there wasn't much.
Okay.
But like I went to like it was like Pendleton's room.
Yeah.
He had like a little audio recording.
Dang, I missed all that.
Yeah, talking about
I'll hit that next time.
talking about a few things. Pretty much, he was like, "Yeah, I give Corvo a 1 in 5 chance."
Yeah.
This is like they're talking about getting you out, and they're like, "Yeah,
yeah.
give him a 1 in 5 chance." I'm like,
Beat those odds.
but yeah. And then there was like a small question I had. So Samuel lives in a overturned boat outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everybody's got their own room in this giant pub, and then I was like, oh, okay, that'll never be answered, but it does get answered. So apparently he was like, living in the Navy, and
I missed this one.
he's just used to sleeping on
So he
Boats.
chose.
cardboard boxes and whatever. So he's like,
He's
I'll
not.
just
He's
sleep
not
out
here
here.
for the civilized life.
yeah,
he's,
he's the
he's a man of the sea.
he's the man of the
an
sea.
old
That's
sea
right.
dog.
That's right.
Yeah.
So shout out to our boy Sam.
Dude, let's go, Sam.
But yeah, a lot of stuff like that regarding the whaling industry and the
There's a ton. Yeah, a ton of notes.
sea,
a ton of,
sea shanties,
Love it.
even a little smut. Like it's all in there.
Anything you want, it's there.
So
Alright.
a lot of stuff.
So then you went back to the room and just initiated go to sleep, or
Yeah. So I guess are we ready to talk about
I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
the dream?
Let's do it.
this came out of left field.
Oh, yeah.
It's like what?
Yeah. Well, I knew there was something.
Because of the beginning, I knew it was like
there's
at
like a
some
mystical
point,
side to
right?
all this.
And it's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of been talking about it a little, not really direct, but yeah, with all the lore bits.
Mm-hmm.
But then we just
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
kind of go through some story bits. Like it reiterates like some story bits. You see like
Oh, of like the freeze frame of like
Yeah, yeah,
Emily
yeah.
and these
Yep.
two guys, and then the guy with the board with the maps and everything.
yeah,
Yep.
I'm not sure what all that.
It seems like it's just it might be
I
foreshadowing
thought-
for like the dude you're gonna kill.
I thought it was ongoing that you were seeing currently what they're doing.
Maybe yeah.
Yeah.
You get to see into their world.
The future
And we
a little
meet
bit.
the
Okay.
overseer, or not the overseer, the
Outsider.
outsider.
outside.
Yeah, that guy. He's like, I have chosen you. You will have my powers, and they come from this world and other or outside it. Use them wherever you want, but beware. That's
And then you get
basically-
that too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can blink,
You can blink, which
dude.
already
Immediately,
broken as hell.
as soon as I'm in this dream, and as soon as I get blink, that is the point in this game. Like, okay, I'm sold. I'm in it now.
Yeah.
You're in
I
it.
like this game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk more about the level design when we get to the level, but yeah, it's just the ultimate tool. for
Right.
getting
Like
around and-
I think it's gonna. Oh, this is broken.
Yeah,
Instantly I was like,
but
oh,
in a
I'm
good
about to
way.
break this.
I wouldn't even say like unbalanced. I would just say like here's a level, do whatever.
Yeah, and it's just
yeah,
fun.
I agree. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
completely.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Nah.
say like completely. Like you can. Well, again, we'll get.
There's
I
some-
screw it up a lot, but
There's still the invisible walls and stuff you just can't get past or up to. So it's not.
yeah,
like,
it's still contained, but it does a great job of like making the world feel scalable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely really cool.
Yeah.
I just knew this is a mechanic that makes it where you can speedrun this game. Is what came to my mind. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, now this is how I
It's-
can beat this
mhm.
game and like
Quick. Yeah.
Speaking of which, what did you guys think of like the mana system and like how it like can somewhat regenerate? But if you like, so I guess the main limit is like if you try to just keep using the abilities back to back, it'll actually start draining your mana. But as long as you space it out, it's like a cooldown where it'll regenerate.
Yeah, it's like a hidden meter.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
like
a-
it because it's a mechanic to stop you from just
Right,
slipping
spamming it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was really
When you
cool.
have like 8 or 9,
True, they give you a lot of mana
vials.
potions.
Yeah.
But
But
it is
yeah.
cool. It makes you at least makes you pause and like think about actually,
Mhm.
how do I want to do this?
Yeah.
You-
No, I agree.
You're right.
I
You would
do
have to
like it.
break it by always making sure you have vials on hand and money to buy the vials.
Yeah.
Or yada
Mhm.
yada.
Mhm.
It's
But yeah,
cool.
otherwise, yeah, I like it.
It's
I
very
like
cool.
that.
As
Yeah.
well as bone charms. One of my
Yeah.
bone charms.
We get the heart. Let's talk about the heart.
Yeah. So mechanical.
He's like, I give you this heart. I engineered or whatever.
Yeah, and it like seeks out
Yes.
other
runes
runes
and
and bone charms. Yep.
I don't like the idea of it. I was like, what a heart? What do you mean a heart?
Yeah.
This is beating,
Yeah.
and then it sings to you or talks to you
Yeah.
in dialogue.
Yeah, you can left trigger
Right.
at an item and it'll like give you a little.
So I was like, what?
something, something.
I don't know about this.
Yeah,
But-
I don't know. I kind of like it because it's like
It's
it
pretty rad.
adds a little more flavor with like, well, what is that? And you hit left trigger and it's like,
I didn't know you could use it on items. I was just like kind of just using it. At least
yeah,
in the
if you're
dream
like
area.
pointed at like something, there's a chance she'll like has like a
Mm,
actual piece of dialogue for it.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll be
I only
trying
did it
that.
a couple times. I don't know if I ever tried it with
I
an
did it a
item, but-
bunch in the dream, and then I did a couple times outside the dream.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, no, I thought it was okay. I thought I was like, oh, this is an interesting way to find like an item locator. Cool.
Mm.
All right.
Do like collectibles.
Very, very
Yeah.
unique. Very unique.
Yeah.
But, I was like, the actual concept, the heart beating, you just carry around your pocket and sings to
man.
you.
I can.
Yeah.
So one thing that I thought about, and maybe we can talk about this more when we actually start getting into the mission and actually using it more to find these collectibles. But like, for me personally, and the way I enjoy games, like I like having a tool like that to be able to like make sure you don't miss a lot of the collectibles. I'm sure there's probably collectibles that aren't runes or bone charms that you can
Mhm.
miss, and you actually have to look for them. But I like at least like, oh, runes are pretty important. That's how you upgrade your powers. You're gonna need to find at least a lot of them during each mission. So it's nice that you have some tool to actually know for a fact where they are. And maybe it's sometimes a little bit of a puzzle to figure out how to actually get to it, because sometimes it's like behind a wall or something. But
Mhm.
I like that at least like how many runes there are in this area and approximately where they are.
Yeah.
So I don't, because like my OCD, can get triggered. Like, oh man, I didn't find all the runes. I don't know where they are. I'm going to go back and just search every inch of this place.
Yeah.
I like it, but I don't like when it introduces it really early. Because I guess, like you said, at the very beginning, you instantly know.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
see. So I think for other people, it'd probably be annoying. That's now it just ruins the fun of like actually searching around. Like it makes it too easy. But
Yeah.
it doesn't bother me. But I can see that bothering
Yeah.
some
I
people.
mean, there's a couple where I'm like, where is it?
yeah,
Like,
there was in
yeah.
this first mission, there was like, how the hell do I get? It's underground. What?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess I was going to say I didn't get all of them. So,
I think
I didn't.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I did for the areas that I went into, but we'll talk about it. I didn't go to all the areas of the game.
yeah.
Or this level.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's.
So that's the dream, and then I guess
So-
we clear the tutorial. Yeah.
We got the first rune. What did you guys use it on? What upgrade or power did you get?
I did dark vision.
Dark vision. I did
Yeah.
dark vision.
I did blink.
You upgraded blink.
I don't think I had enough then, so I think
So you
I
saved it?
saved
I
it.
saved it and then
Yeah.
I upgraded blink later. Okay.
So Aiden and I got dark vision.
Yeah.
That seemed like pretty useful.
Yeah, it's just like that was one thing when I was starting to play the game. I was like, it'd be cool to see like, not like where they are, but like an indicator or something like that.
Again, since I'm using the gun, I can't be stealthy. So I was like, oh,
Okay.
I need a way to back up. I was like, I got to upgrade blink so I can
Yeah,
run
yeah.
away and like.
You
Yeah.
can use the crossbow stealthy.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I guess we'll talk about that a little
Okay,
later.
okay.
But yeah.
All
Yes.
right.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess once you woke up, this is when I started searching, and in
Oh,
that
okay.
room, there were so many bone charms.
I think that is DLC.
Okay, I was about to
Because
ask
they
about
were not
that.
there for me.
I had
Okay,
like 8 or 10 of them in
Oh.
that one room.
jeez. Well, you
Yeah.
can only carry 3 right now, right?
No,
Well, you can only like assign 3.
Assign
You can-
assign 3.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can only
I
have
can
them
assign
3
more than
slotted.
3.
Oh, maybe the DLC gives you more slots. or
Oh,
See,
something.
that's
jeez.
what I was curious about because mine's
Tainted run, tainted
it comes
run.
with everything. I don't like them. I don't like the bone shards.
The ones I've gotten so far,
they're
I've-
useless.
Yeah, they're definitely like you have to like build around it. It seems like to
yeah,
make
like
it
there's one that's
useful.
like control white rats.
Yeah, you have to get that possession
Better.
power, which does sound cool, by the way.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I guess. The ones I have, like, what's the point of them? It's like almost
Yeah.
like they would be like, hey, increase your attack by 1%.
Yeah.
Esque.
I found one that has like more ammo.
Yeah, it's possible that a lot of
Yeah.
the DLC ones are just kind of like bottom of the barrel. Like, okay, what else can we come up with? And maybe they're not as impactful.
Possibly.
Yeah, maybe. But I was curious on if y'all had that because I do remember that being a complaint that if you bought this edition of the game at the very beginning, they overload you with stuff.
Okay.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah, I remember. Yeah, I literally woke up and I was like, God, there's a lot in this room. I have all these bones. What am I supposed to do with them?
Yep. Didn't have that.
And yeah, I think I can equip 6. I think,
Dang.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we can only do 3
So-
right now. You can upgrade it with Piero, I think, but
Yeah. Yeah. I believe so.
But yeah, no, I ended up not using them. I ended up just like, I don't. Let's just.
I
put
mean,
them to the
I
side.
just pop them on, but just because it's, you know.
And then afterwards, did you? So you, and then afterwards, I started exploring, and yeah, you go down. You can go down to the basement, but you get to a door, you need a key.
Yeah.
So I started searching for a key. Couldn't find a key.
Okay.
Then it also with the heart, it points to another room.
yes,
In the hub.
yes, I got that one.
You got to it.
Yes,
You found the key, or did you blink?
it was like in the water or like on the shore. Like I
It is,
jumped in the water and went. To
I
the
thought the
shore.
water would kill me, so
I
I
was swimming
didn't.
around.
No, you can go. You
I
can
put
You
go.
can
my
go in the
swim trunks
water.
on, I was
Oh
in
my
there.
god! See, I thought the water was gonna kill me.
Yeah.
I forgot that you could
Well,
swim.
you can go back there. So.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that's. I tried to blink to like the ledge. It's like, all right, I'm gonna get over there, and then I was like,
Like
no.
floor is lava.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cool.
And then there's the door to that big factory, and I couldn't find the key
I
for
didn't
that
even
one.
see that door.
Yeah, I'm assuming you get it from an NPC or something.
Yeah.
Right, and that's like, yeah, I was talking to all the maids. I was talking to back to Pierre, back to the no, none.
I did not spend too much time exploring the hub just because I figured like over the course of the missions you'll probably be pulled around the different areas. So I was like, I'll just leave it to do incrementally as we go. But
completionist brain.
so I got that rune. I think the second rune, what did I spend it on? I think I got the double jump. I know I got the double jump at some point. I can't remember if it was this rune or something else. Maybe I just upgraded something.
I went with the
Double jump.
Or I don't. Maybe this second rune. Sorry, I didn't have enough to get it yet, so I saved it, and then eventually I got the double jump. It's like on the bottom row. It's not. Sorry, it's not a double jump. It's like an enhanced jump. You can like hold A and it makes you jump higher.
I was gonna say, how would a double jump work? Because it doesn't. I
You
don't
just
think the
hold
jump.
A and you just go up. Really
Okay, it
high.
goes higher. Okay, yeah. I don't think the regular jump works really well, but
Let me tell you, the double jump is sick. But anyways,
so afterwards you did little exploring apart from getting the
got
rune.
the rune, and then didn't do much else.
Did you go and get it?
the
rune from after waking up?
in the hub?
Yeah.
I think so.
Hmm.
I'm not entirely sure,
He's not
but
sure.
I'll have to go back and check that.
And then we get our mission from
The actual mission. Like,
This
where I
was
was
a
like-
lot. This is a lot. And then you actually go get your mission from the
Yeah.
admiral.
Essentially we're all right. We're gonna go
Kill Overseer
Right off the
Campbell.
bat, we go and
overseer.
kill one of
so
the
I'm
guys.
Like, damn, what's
Yeah.
We have a guy named Martin that he got captured. He's the one that helped you escape, I think, from prison. And he's like, "Oh, you need to go save him if you can."
But he's one of the like overseers, isn't he?
Yeah, he's something.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like he's like an infiltrator.
yeah, but
something
they
like that,
caught
yeah,
him or whatever.
Yeah.
Knew that
Yeah.
he wasn't loyal.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
and then Callista Kernrow approaches you as you're going to the boat, and she's like, "Please, please help my uncle. He's a good man. Please, he's gonna meet with the Overseer Campbell.
Just like that.
Don't let him die."
Yeah. Dishonored 3. There's your
That's it.
there's your NPC voice right there.
I'll be all the NPCs. So yeah, we got all of our objectives.
Yeah, which I think that's cool. Some optional things to do when going
Right.
in.
I did like how they fed that to you, like as on the way out. I was like,
hoping
oh,
we get-
there's this.
Hope we get a little more of that.
I going into that, I was expecting, oh, these are going to conflict with each other.
Okay.
So that was my mindset going into this. I was like,
I'm
oh,
sure that'll happen. To some
My eyes looking at the document we have up right now. I cannot wait for this conversation.
Yeah. All right. So we get on the boat with Samuel. We're heading to what is it? The where are we going?
just the
Some
overseers in the
some
Holger
district.
Square.
Holger Square. That's
Yeah.
We're trying to get to Holger Square.
trying to get to there. Yeah. But we would land in.
some shore of some river or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we get there on the shore. Samuel's like, okay, I'll wait here. You go do your thing. I'm gonna go eat some rats on a stick. So then we're let loose to do the mission.
Yep. Real quick before we start the mission.
Yes.
Do any of y'all still have head bob on?
I don't think I've turned it off. So
I reduced it because that makes combat
when I was running around the mansion.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do this anymore. I turned it completely off. It just makes me ill. But I was just curious.
No, I agree. I haven't found the FOV stuff you were talking about.
I did it on my end. Maybe you can't change it on.
Yeah,
on
I think it
console.
might be just a PC thing.
That's what I was thinking too. Because the head bob,
which is awful. I think that should be universal. But
I reduced it too because the combat still is awful but I guess since I'm not using the sword, it's not as bad.
Yeah.
I did see there was upgrades for the sword, so I'm assuming I'm wondering if some of the combat stuff like gets better as you get more abilities or upgrade.
Yeah.
I guess briefly to talk about it, I find it annoying that I can't put my gun on my right trigger. I get the sword is only the sword. That's it.
Yeah.
So that part is a little annoying. If I could dual wield or something, that would be a whole lot better. But
True.
I literally can't do anything. Even blocking, I'll block, but it doesn't help.
Gotcha.
But anyway,
once you get more abilities, I feel like it might be better.
Well, that's why I was like, I really need the blink. So that was the first thing I was. But I guess as we start the mission, we were just.
Yeah. I just wanted to add that in since y'all were noticing that as well. But
I start the mission.
It is annoying and it is. Yeah. I definitely reduced it, but I think it's like half reduced.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at that. I don't think I touched it. It wasn't bothering me, I guess, though. Anyways, maybe the FOV, me fixing that, helped as well. But anyways, we're starting the mission on the shore. There's like is it a lighthouse or something? Some kind of tower.
Yeah, it's some kind of
on the water, but has a bridge going to it.
Just dumping bodies.
I'm immediately taking my heart out, looking for runes. Okay, where's it at? So I'm like, okay, first objective, get the one in the, or maybe it was a bone charm or something, but get the one that's in the tower. Like, okay, how do we get the tower? And I am walking up and I take out one guard, choke him out. I think, don't kill him. No kills so far. So I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Using the dark vision. Avoiding.
There's a couple of citizens around.
Yeah, I want to ask about that. So the citizens, so I was just like avoiding them completely, like stealthing.
Okay.
Can you let the citizens see you and they won't like go to the guards or anything?
Yeah, she was just talking about something. I can't remember the conversation.
It's possible that they even saw
you just.
So you're just killing everybody.
Yeah, I just snuck up on her, made it quick.
Are you just doing knife kills so far, Aiden?
Yeah, that's like my
so
main.
stealth
to knife kills. Yeah. And then like if there's a big crowd, I'll pull out my crossbow and just pick some off, and then I'll go in stealth.
So then, Luis, what is your approach starting off this mission? Are you just trying to stealth it out, or are you knocking people out? And
well, I don't have the dark vision, so the beginning knocked out the first guy, and then kind of just went to the second floor, and I saw the bodies, and I was like, oh, 3 guys. Let me see if I can stealth this. Didn't work, and I'm just shooting them.
There is a way around. So I got in the water, but I don't know if you knew you could get in the water at that point still. But I got into the water, and then you can get onto the left side and climb up the chain.
This is where I found out that you could. You're right, that you can get in the water. I used blink to try and get as close as possible, but then I couldn't reach it, and then just ended up falling in the water like at the last.
And you're like, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not dead.
That's fine.
And then you go up the chain. Yeah.
Yeah, because can you even get? I guess you can get around because there's like a little pipe on the side. If you even go through the front. Like if you're going on the bridge, it's kind of hard.
You can't get
around.
You can't go. You have to go under it, and you have to get. I guess you have to get in the water technically. Yeah.
So I got that chair, and then I'm like, okay, maybe I'll go around and get on the bridge. But then I thought, there's 3 guys there. Just avoid those guys. I'm not going to mess with that. So then I went back in the water, went back on the shore. Then I'm going in, passing the citizens, and I go off to the right because I'm seeing there's guards and the stuff to the left.
Yeah.
Which way did you guys go?
I went to the right, but we kind of get introduced to a couple of factions.
So one of the clues for this mission is like, okay, there's these 2 walls of light we have to get past. You can face them head on, or you can go off and go through Bottle Street.
Yeah.
And then someone gives you a clue. I think it was Sam talks about Granny Rags.
Yeah.
Like, watch out for Granny Rags or something.
Granny
She'll have
Rags.
something for you or whatever.
That's my homie.
Yeah, this is where the game tells you there's multiple paths.
Yes.
Do what you want.
Yeah.
But your first objective, get rid of this light. And then you can do this, or this.
Yeah.
I like that. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I went left
You went
first to see what this light was.
The wall of light or
Yeah.
whatever.
And then by doing that, I got seen and then
Mm.
just ended up killing everybody.
Love that. You shot him.
I shot the power source for the wall of light and it blew up.
Oh.
And I was like, oh,
Okay.
Took out some people?
yeah. It
Yeah.
took out I think everybody.
I just
Wow.
snuck around and popped that sucker out, and I was like, "Oh, there's 3 dudes over here." Just blew them up.
Yeah, I realized, oh, this thing blows up. I was like, okay, now I have
Yeah.
another way. I have something I can work with.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Work smarter, not harder.
I
Yeah.
was like, if I run out of ammo, this will have to be what I go with.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I ended up using that a couple times.
Okay, so Luis went head on. Aiden and I at least initially went to the right, and we pretty quickly you find Granny Rags,
Granny
which I was not
Rags.
expecting to come upon her like immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh, there's just another citizen in this house.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, it's Granny Rags. Oh, shit. So, spoiler alert, I kind of, I guess, spoiled myself, really. So, when I was researching like the different ways you can play low chaos, high chaos, and Luis's way of not using the knife, I read that, oh, if you're doing low chaos run, like trying not to kill people, do not do Granny Rags quest.
Yeah,
Like, do
yeah,
not get
no.
involved with her at all. So, I was like, okay, well, I'm just not going to talk to
Just
her.
a mass murder.
But at this point, I'm still not sure if like citizens will alert or whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna knock her out. I'm gonna choke her out.
You're okay.
You
So
can,
then-
okay.
So I did that to knock her out, and then she just freaking laughs or something and turns into rats, and then I have to freaking kill the rats. Like I'm using my knife on them.
Man.
Yeah. So I don't know if that counts as a kill, but I don't think
Wait,
it did in the
you
mission.
didn't try and kill her?
No, I figured she was a major NPC. But so I guess I'll segue into mine.
Okay.
So I get up to her, talk to her. She's going nuts. She's going senile. But she's like, "Oh, there's some people at the door. Could you take care of them?" And I'm like, "Absolutely, that's my MO."
You found the right guy.
so I just open the door and they're like, "Oh my, I don't even know what they're saying." I just start blasting.
blasting.
Right after I did the first wall, I went to the right, and yeah, I also did the same thing.
Okay,
I
okay.
had to kill the 3 guys. and
Okay,
then-
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
you
this
killed 3 guys.
This may be an area I missed. Did she sent you to like this guy's office, like a doctor's
No,
office,
no.
or what?
Not
She
yet.
is they're at her front door. So you know how to get into her. You go through the second floor, I'm assuming? Is that how you
Yeah,
went?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then to go out, so they're at her front door on the first floor.
Oh, so they just guard people
They just
appear.
they're just knocking on the
Okay,
door.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, asking for, I don't know, spare
Interesting.
change or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
But yeah, you take them out, you go back. She gives you a bone charm, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah, or a
Uh,
heart, or
She said there's a reward upstairs. Yeah, and if another
you get a rune first, then a bone charm.
there's a rune out in her backyard.
Yes,
I
yeah,
got
yeah,
that
yeah.
one just after.
Yeah, yeah.
jumping
But
Yeah.
she
out.
gives you
A bone chart.
a bone charm
Okay.
when you complete that first one,
I
Yep.
missed that.
and then she's like, "Oh, well, I see
I
you're
got
pretty
something.
capable."
Yeah. Yep.
And then she entrusts you with going to Dr. Galvani's office.
Galvani's, yeah.
And pretty much taking
Some poison.
poison and putting it in there in the
The
bottle
distillery
gangs.
for the gang.
So the
Yeah.
gang is essentially
Ah.
making like crappy elixir.
They're bootlegging.
And the bootlegging elixir,
Okay.
whatever. It's like watered down, I believe.
Interesting.
And she entrusts you with going over to the bottle gang and poisoning their supply. Which are they taking it themselves? Are they reselling the poisoned elixir? Are
Maybe a little
you?
bit of both.
No, they're distributors. They
That's what I'm saying. So are we just killing the population?
technically.
Okay. I mean, it's.
I mean, it's people who can afford it. It's not like they're giving it away, you know. So
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
So let me understand. So you guys, she sends you to Dr. Galvani's office to get the poison,
yes,
yes,
and then
and that's a whole nother
that's
sub
another little
area.
that's a whole nother area.
in his office.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
So
freaking-
you killed her. What did you do after you killed her?
So I got the rune, and then I just kept on going with the mission. I go into the alley after that, and then
Okay.
see the 2 guys harassing the Griff guy. But
Okay.
You left them be.
no, I knocked him out. I ended up sleep darting him because
The 2 guys.
Yes, that
And
are
did
outside
you
the
lea-
door.
Yeah. Did you leave them in there?
Griff?
Yeah.
I talked to him.
You left them in there.
What do you mean left him in there?
He's locked in the.
I
in
broke
the-
down the
Okay.
boards, I think. Talked to him. And he's like, hey, I'll sell you some stuff. So I bought. Maybe I didn't buy anything, but I took all of his shit in his in his house.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of them in there.
But then he leaves
Yep.
and goes somewhere else. So
Yeah, he goes across
Yeah.
right across to like the second, like a roof, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
you can
I
buy-
bought blueprints from him. Is what I bought.
Oh, I did buy some blueprints, but I bought for the mask. I think the lens. Or
Yes,
something.
he has one
Okay.
for the lens, and I think he has one for an elixir. How to make an elixir.
Oh, I may have missed that one.
I forgot to go back to him.
I went back to him at the after doing this whole
Okay.
sub mission. I
Okay.
guess.
So Dr. Galvani's office, it's a whole area. So I didn't do that at all.
You didn't do the office?
Because
Okay.
I'm assuming, did you need a key? Like, did Granny give you a key, or could I have gone there without Granny's mission
To go where?
into
To the
Dr.
office.
Galvani's?
I think so.
Galvani's office.
I think you could just go in there, but you just don't have any mission or anything.
I missed it. Where is it?
It's
It's
in
on
the.
the,
It's so after you pass the first wall of light. So I'm assuming. Okay, so you saved him. Then did you go do the first wall of light, or did it count as this is your way around it? Was walking through this
went
alley.
to the bottle district, got on like pipes and stuff. I
Yeah.
like where he ends up standing, Griff. I jumped up on a
Yep.
wall, went
Okay.
on the pipes, and then passed
So that's
the
you
first
clearing
wall.
the first wall
Yeah.
of light.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it's
then
right
in
after the
that
first
in that area,
In
if you keep
between the
going
walls of
straight,
light.
yeah, in between the walls, there's to the left.
Yeah.
There's a door that leads to the office.
It's
The
just like a
doctor's
building
office.
on the side.
I found a door, but it was like blocked. I couldn't get in there. But maybe there's another door I could get in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I needed a
There's
key.
2 ways to get in there.
It wasn't
I found
even
out.
like it didn't even say locked. It was just like literally like a non-usable door.
Okay, no, yeah, this one's a clearly usable door.
Yeah.
It's and I think pretty sure there's 2 ways to get in there because I remember getting out a different way
Mhm.
on the second floor.
Yeah.
I missed it.
So do we want to
Yeah, talk
go
about
through
it.
that
Yeah, we
real
can
quick?
go.
Okay, because
So I guess did you to get to the first wall? Did you go back and kill him and then?
I mean, I blew him up.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Dr. Galvani, you're talking
No,
about?
no.
The guys at the
light.
first wall,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
the second wall
I
light.
blew him up too.
Did you handle that before you went to the office?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I cleared the area before I walked in there. But I got in there. It was messy. The first floor was messy.
Really?
Yeah, I struggled a little bit with the first floor.
I this whole little sub area I didn't think was too bad.
Yeah.
As far as yes, I got in there, got caught, had to kill everyone with a gun.
Yeah,
same
that
thing.
was my first floor.
Yeah, that was the first floor. I just didn't know where to go,
Yeah,
and I guess are you using dark vision a lot? I guess since you and Tommy both got it,
I need
does
to
it
use it
work
more.
well?
I'm using it all the time.
yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
So is it kind of how does it work?
It lets you kind of see through walls, but not at limited distance, only like kind of close range. You can see through walls, and it gives you like a little cone of like their vision of which direction they're looking.
Oh,
And then you can
wow.
also
Okay.
see like the rats. And then I upgraded it at some point in this mission where you can also see like collectibles or items and stuff and like
Whoa.
security stuff.
Oh, that's pretty cool then.
So,
That's
yeah, it
that'd be
seemed
very
pretty
helpful.
Sick.
Yeah. But yeah, I probably should have used that a little more on the
I
first
was,
floor. I kind of
well, I was
forgot
like,
about
I
it,
wonder
guess.
if that'll, if like, it's like a
That
little
would help a
X-ray,
lot.
if it could help you
Yeah.
know where to go, kind of.
Because there's like a lot of little rooms,
Yes.
and like you kind of go and you just don't see anything.
And when it does give you like directions, like, oh, here's where the poison is, but it's like, okay, well, how do I get over there?
Yeah. But it's like 3-4 floors.
I think
floors?
it's 2 or 3.
Okay.
But the first one, yeah, there's a lot of guys in that first area,
Yeah.
and there's like,
that's the hardest part.
it is the hardest part because very small space, and it leads to a bunch of other doors, but there's guys in those other rooms too. So
Yeah.
So,
but
yeah,
as you go up, it kind of gets easier, and then
I think in my case, I think because I went in there guns blazing, I think everyone came down.
there's just a maid walking
Yeah.
around. I just shiver.
I left her alone, thinking, oh, I can't kill her. But then
she got in my way.
no, you have to do something to her. Yeah, you have to kill her or knock her out.
Well, no. Well, you talking about the keys?
Yeah, she has.
Dude, those keys are everywhere. I got a key. I got the same key from somewhere else.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
It's like there's like a back room with the key there
Okay.
that I got it from, and I was like, oh, I guess I got 2 of these now.
I remember
key
seeing
ring.
the key.
But yeah, a lot of a little more lore into the and then
Yeah.
so I got to read and I was like, oh, this guy's kind of good guy.
Yep,
He's
yep.
actually trying to like
Yep.
come up with the cure and
This
he's
is what I was.
experimenting on rats.
I realized I shouldn't listen to Granny.
Dude, I was like-
shouldn't listen to Granny.
I was like, he's gonna be at the top and I'm gonna have to kill him and it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
But he was not in the building.
Mm-mm.
He's
No.
not in the building.
Maybe we'll
he's
see
on
him.
vacation that week.
Yep, you
Oh.
kill everybody. You unlock his office, and then once in his office, you have to find his secret room, which I like how the game does these little mission
Dude,
clues.
the puzzles are not bad.
I like it.
Yeah, you actually have to read a little bit.
Oh yeah, it forces you to.
Yeah. But yeah, it gives you put in the code and
open the safe.
To get it all, and then that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you get in there, you get his poison, and then you get updated the mission. Now you have to go to the distillery.
Okay, so that's what brings you to the other area that I skipped.
Yes.
Yeah, to go to the distillery to now.
Yeah,
put
now
the
you
poison.
gotta infiltrate the distillery to poison the elixir.
At this point, I was like, okay, these missions are no joke. They're gonna be
know.
long. There's
Holy.
a lot of content because I remember going through a lot of stuff, picking up a lot of loot.
Yeah. So you didn't go into the distillery?
So I saw the door that says go to distillery. I hit A, and then it's like, oh, do you really want to go? And I was like, what the hell is this? I went in. It's like a loading screen, whole new area, and I'm like, I take 2 steps. I'm like, I don't know about this. Is this like another area that I'm gonna go to for another mission later? Like, I didn't know how the game worked at this point, so I'm like, I'm just not gonna touch this because this seems like maybe like I don't want to spend so much time playing this, and it just ends up being something I'm just gonna go to anyway.
Which I'm interested. Is there a quest the other way around? Like if you go to the bottle gang first?
I don't think so because they're bad at the end of the day. They're a gang, I think.
Okay. Well, I
know we read about them in his his room.
Yeah.
About I can't remember his name, the leader of the gang.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Didn't
make Mr. Bottle Gang guy. Yeah. John Bottle.
John Gang. Yeah.
John Mob Boss.
Yeah. Okay. I just didn't know if it was like a double-headed sword, like you could go kill Granny Rags or something. Like I don't know.
I don't think so, but I mean it was
okay.
It's
yeah. But anyway, so
how was
I finished that Smith. Yeah, I finished this doctor area, then went to the bottle gang. Distillery, and at this point,
very tight quarters.
After finding out how long this, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a lot of content. I'm not even half. I don't think I'm at this point. I don't think I'm halfway through it. So I was like, I'm kind of gonna rush this and see how Blink works. I upgraded it to 2 from Granny.
Blink pulls its weight in this
area. I
cleared
cleared that whole first area within 5 seconds. Like, I can just go up here, go up here, go
There's
up
a
here.
lot of pipes.
A lot of pipes.
A lot of verticality
Mm-hmm.
in a
sub area.
Sub area. Yeah. So you can kind of go up on the pipes. Like if you see a flat area, you can go there. This is where I kind of was learning about Blink. So there's a lot of times where I had some issues where I like Blink and I'm like, I don't get to the top and I just fall down and then everybody just kills me. But the freaking fire breathers.
Oh yeah,
everything. Yeah,
there's some wild enemies in this.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I wanted to bring this up for the dream section real quick to go circle back to the dream section. I got some real Half-Life 2 vibes from those guys you see, like one of the freeze frame that you walk by with the guys on like the stilts and they're like shooting arrows.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Weird stuff.
That's crazy. We'll probably be seeing those guys soon. But anyways, back to distillery.
Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, no, there's a bone charm in there.
I didn't get it. I was kind of rushing it because I was like, all right, I'm gonna go with the stealth. Let's figure out.
There's some barrels poking out of the side that you can stand on top of. That's how you can just blink up to it.
Yeah. So I guess when you go in there, it sends you like, all right, get to their hideout, get to where they actually distill the elixirs, and I stealth my way, kind of blink, rush through the area, get to their door, and then you're in this much smaller distillery area.
Yeah. There's only like 2 guys down there though.
What? No. What? Unless there's 2 entrances.
Are you talking about the back door?
I'm talking about where it updates, I guess, to like, all right, now you're in this smaller building. There's they brew it down there.
See, I completely forgot about the outdoors. I see. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the outdoor area was fine. I just kind of came from above and.
Right. Yeah. No, I blew past that. Then got to the smaller one, and then that one was like
okay.
3. I think there was like 5 guys walking around, and at the very beginning, there's a trap.
Okay.
There's a tripwire.
Yeah, that area, yes, has like 6 dudes in there. Yeah.
I died so many times in this area.
Yep. Me too.
There's it looks like a shortcut that you can unlock if you have a key.
If you get caught, you're dead.
Dang.
I'm playing on hard.
Oh, just the gun? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I get rushed. I kill one guy, and then just the flame guys
Flame guys just double team
bombard you.
You're dead.
You'd be using those. Well, you said you were going to bring up the crossbow again, but you could use those explosive darts, right, with the crossbow. Either of you
I
guys
used them
use those?
once, blew myself up.
Blew yourself up. Dang.
Yeah, I tried to use them on there's like some barrels standing around. I was like, oh, I bet you could.
Yeah.
Nope.
I was like, oh, maybe I can shoot the trap. Nope.
Yeah, nope.
They
So yeah, there was a lot of trial and error in this one.
Oh, I finally realized, I can just avoid this trap by just jumping down.
Yeah.
I spent probably 30 minutes trying to clear this area. Couldn't do it. And then I was like, what if I just do this? I made it so much easier. Yeah.
I used the pipes to my advantage in this one. So like I would just find a guy that was off on his own, drop down.
This is when you were talking about
Kill him.
blink kind of being broken, but not. I tried to blink through the trap. It doesn't work. You still get trapped.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Your body still moves.
Yeah, your body still moves. And then, because even if you blink around them, they'll still see you. So I was like, blink has its advantage. Or, it does have where it breaks it down.
Well, I just use it too to just quickly advance on somebody. Like if I see somebody like isolated, but they're not there for long, I just go boom, boom, kill, and then I kind of hide myself. So it's but pipes, I use the pipes on this one.
Yeah, but no, and then you're talking about the area where there's only two guys. Yeah, then afterwards,
the
after
back room, and then a couple other guys come out when you poison it.
I didn't have that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I had two guys
come out
of nowhere when on my way up.
I kept hearing. I knocked out the two guys in there, and I kept hearing someone snoring. I was like, "Who is snoring? Where is this coming from?"
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize it was the unconscious guy.
Yeah.
I kept looking. I was like,
Yeah.
But then you poison it.
Then you poison it. Yeah. Well, it's done, and then you go back to Granny Rags.
Mm-hmm. She gives you another.
This time she gives you a rune, I think.
I'm pretty sure you got two from her. Or
okay.
No, sorry, rune.
Yeah.
I don't. You do get something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
It's a room or another bone charm.
And then she's like, "All right, see you later." I don't know if we're gonna see her again, but
she's just hanging out there. You leave her, and she's just
you
still there.
Leave her. Yeah.
She doesn't.
I can't believe you killed her, Tom.
I didn't kill her. Okay?
You killed her.
I choked her out. There's a difference.
Until she turned into rats.
She turned into rats of her own accord. Okay, I did not make her turn into rats.
You could have left the rats alone.
They were trying to kill me at that point. They're like fresh meat, so I had to kill them. So not a human though.
Wait, have you tried killing rats with a sword? Apart from her, have you just? I didn't think you could do that because I remember trying that in the first mission and it didn't work.
Like the swarm of rats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if this was a swarm of rats or not. It may have just been a cluster. I don't know if there's a distinction or not. But they were attacking me, so I just started whacking with the sword, and it worked. I mean, it took a few tries, but eventually they were down.
Okay. I remember trying with a gun and it didn't work. I was like, oh god.
So maybe like the actual like puzzle swarms of rats are a different thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
sure.
So you guys finished with that. Poison the distillery. You guys
go back, get the reward, and then now I'm like, all right,
going Walls of Light.
Now main mission. Yep.
So we get past the first wall of light.
Then there's the second wall.
Did you guys go front door or around first wall of light?
Killed everybody.
Kick the front door down. I went front door.
Front door. Okay, so I went around, knocked some people out, or I'm putting them on the rocks. At one point, I hear like falling into like there's like that pit off the side, and there's rats down there. At one point, I hear like and he's like, and the rats are eating him. Oh shit! Did I knock out a guard? He fell off and then got killed by rats. Shit, that's gonna be me killing a guy. But then I look, it's like, oh wait, all my people are accounted for, so I'm good. I didn't kill anybody. That was a different guard.
Everybody's good. Head count, everybody.
Yeah. So speaking of which, I have not so far this whole mission have not encountered like guards waking up from getting knocked out.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if that's just a time thing. It just they give you a lot of time, or if it's just never. But I did not experience that.
All right, that's good to know.
But anyway, so we get past the second wall of light, which is much quicker than getting past the first one. So then we have that last little area before you get into the Holger Square proper, where there's like 2 more guards left. It's like really easy.
Yeah. I couldn't remember really finding much in this area.
There was another rune or something in like that little metal.
You go in from the top.
Oh yeah, I missed that completely. I only reached the heart for the first section, and I was like, I'm just gonna...
you just pretty much go. There's one guy up there. You knife him, and then you break the break the glass at the top and drop down in.
But there's a lot of verticality in that little section.
Yeah.
I think I had the super jump and
Uh-huh.
I was using the blink. So super jump with blink, because like the super jump,
I think that might be my next buy.
dude,
Super
the
jump?
super jump is sick because it lets you basically jump as far as blink lets you. So you basically get double your, like there was so many times like, oh, I don't even have to use blink. I can just super jump up there. It was
And it doesn't
crazy.
cost you anything.
No, it doesn't cost you
Oh
anything.
yeah, that's my next purchase.
So it was a little hard to control sometimes, but like you can do some cool things. You're like, okay, I'm jump then blink, and I can get to that like really high ledge. And it's like it's sick.
Okay.
You feel like Batman at that point. It's sick.
Cool.
So yeah, get past there. So now we finally get into Holger Square, where we actually start
The mission.
dealing with our objectives.
Yeah.
Because like this whole time, like, oh shit, I gotta make sure this captain guy doesn't die from the poison. Is there gonna be like some just like box labeled poison that I have to like destroy or something? And if I miss it, then I just screw.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
how it works yet. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I don't miss anything. But anyways, we get in here and it sets you up. You immediately find Martin. He's
And-
chained down.
Yep.
Dude's talking to himself, or a guard's talking to him.
Yeah, I did an NPC kill check just to make sure.
Didn't work.
No, failed the mission.
So you had to set him free.
I had to set him free, so it'll be important, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So this guard, I tried to knock him out. He saw me. I shoot him with the sleep dart, but he has like a grenade or something on him. And like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens if he like when he saw me, he takes out the grenade to like throw it at me or something. But
Just imagine him like already had the pen pulled.
yeah, like what the hell? Just because I shoot him with the sleep dart, he ragdolls, but then a grenade explodes and kills him. I'm like, what the hell?
That is fun.
So that was my one kill of the mission. I think is that guy
Oh,
basically
wow.
blowing himself
That's
up.
really impressive.
Yeah,
That's your only
yeah.
kill.
With the amount of people, yeah. Well, I guess you didn't do the
Because
submission.
I was thinking
Yeah,
about
the-
you during this mission. I was like, Tommy is in for.
It's good that I skipped the granny and the
maybe
doctor's office.
Yeah.
I
Distillery.
don't know how you would have
Yeah.
made it through.
I think
Yeah.
that's why people said to skip that if you're doing low chaos, because that's just really hard to do without killing anybody.
And Granny's just messed up.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's
But after this little first section, we get another path choice of getting into the overseer's the castle or whatever.
yes. So there's like a door, and then you can go down.
Mhm.
I can't remember.
I went through the sewers.
Yeah, I went through
yeah,
a
that's
little
it.
bit.
Yeah,
of
you go
sewer
down,
action.
or you can go straight through the front door.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I went down.
I
Okay.
went straight through the front door.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
You
and
do
did
talk
you
about
go to
sewers,
the
yeah.
kennel?
I did not go to the kennel. Was that a
Okay.
whole nother sub area?
That's a whole nother
Yeah,
sub
I
area.
didn't. I skipped that one too.
Yeah. So it sounds like we all did something different.
What's in the kennel?
Kennel, it's they keep the dog. They're like watchdogs down there.
Mhm.
But yeah, I went through the sewer, went
It's
down
not
there, and
a-
there's like prison cells of like just a bunch of dogs and stuff like that.
So it's not another. There's not another submission you get. This is another area.
It's just another. Yeah. I guess that's what I
Okay.
meant. Yeah. It's like it's just another way to get to where you need to go.
Interesting.
But I went down there using sleep darts on dogs
Is that
because
the
they're
way
not
to go?
human. They're not human.
Not human.
They're not human. They're not
You're not
people.
killing you're not killing every
He's
single
not
rat.
Killing the
killing-
dogs.
You're not
Well,
killing
there's
every
one
single-
dog you have to kill.
You're telling me you're not killing every single rat in the mission, Aiden?
Yeah. Just unclean. But yeah, I'm sleep darting the dogs. And there's like 3 or 4 guards down there.
Okay.
But it's like 2 linear levels, but there's cells, and then there's a couple puzzles down there.
Oh.
There's one where you open a cell that says "Do not open," but I opened it anyway, and it unleashed a super dog or a super mutant dog that killed the rest of the guards for me.
Dang.
But
And you had to
yeah,
do
I had to
it?
kill that
That's the
dog.
dog you
That
had to
dog
kill.
was effing me up. And
Yeah.
then and there's another little puzzle with a combo lock down there as well for reading documents and stuff. But yeah, just another way. And then I went through the kennel and I was at the bottom floor.
So
of
there is
the-
a path through the kennel that gives you to the
to the
building. or
building.
whatever.
Yes, into the bottom floor. Yeah, come into the basement pretty much.
So
Interesting.
you went through this, but then backtracked.
I'm having trouble remembering the places I went to right after Martin. I think I went through some because I didn't go through that.
You
front
either-
gate.
when
There was
you-
like a little side passage, but I think I saw the door to the kennels, but then didn't do that and went back out up after that at first initial gate. I don't know. Maybe I went through that gate. I
Roll
don't
the
remember.
tape.
There was this long stretch of pathway where there's 2 guards with. I dropped to the left, went through a little tunnel, and which was cool because then I could get up in the sewer grate and pickpocket him for like $100. It was amazing. Then went through the sewers some more, and then came back out again. So
Yeah.
I didn't go in the kennels, but I was like going underground and stuff a bunch before.
So there's
getting to
probably some of the
archives and
sewers I
building.
missed then.
It sounds like he went your way.
Yeah.
But
I think I
don't
saw
know.
a door that said, "Oh, go to the kennels," and I was like, "No, not doing that," and I went somewhere else.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, went through the kennels and get you into the building. So,
Yeah, I went through the front door.
through the
Yeah,
front door.
I got caught and then just shot at people.
Okay.
Love it.
And then I used Blink to pretty much just fast forward through this area too.
Oh, okay.
So like I distracted them as far as I could and just blinked my way to the door.
Oh, okay.
They still
Nice.
saw me though, and I was still active. So once I got inside, they were still trying to chase me. So I just blinked
God,
around.
they're so fast. Oh yeah.
I just blinked around, and until I got to a part where I was like, "All right, now I'm safe."
Yeah.
I was lost in there, but
Okay.
I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
now."
Then there's some side rooms in here as well.
Mhm.
So are we talking about the main building now?
The main building.
We're in there.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So I actually went through the front door to get inside the main building.
Mm.
Maybe the kennels was the only way to get in without going through the front door because I could. I mean, you can climb up.
Oh.
I think I
Yeah,
figured out.
no, well, that sounds right. I think there might just be two options, maybe. If you're saying you went through
Well,
the
there
front
was like
door.
a whole little area of guards and stuff you had to go through between Martin and getting inside the big building.
Right. Yeah.
So I was doing some sneaky stuff around there.
Mm.
Yeah.
But then once I actually get to the building, I'm like, okay, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to get into the front door to actually get in. There is a little under area where you can see his Campbell's secret room. Did you guys go there?
Nope.
That's where you can hear some like people talking about, oh, we're breaking into the Campbell's secret lair, but we didn't find anything, blah, blah, blah. Did you hear that? Like, oh no, did they see me? No.
Interesting.
But I'm like, how do I get
Yeah.
in there? I had to figure that out later, but
Huh.
So you did
because there's
get
a
there?
rune in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
let's talk about building first, though, because it took me a while to actually figure out how to get in there.
Yeah.
So
But-
go ahead.
I don't know. I was just gonna say there's just like a little side mission here that go in the archives or whatever.
Yes. So if you want to try to, you overhear guards talking about this like brand or something that you can give to basically
Heretics brand.
permanently
Yep.
excommunicate an overseer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, since I'm going no kill run, this is my ticket to take care of the overseer Campbell without killing him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do this brand thing. Let's do it. So then your objective is to go to the archives to learn about it.
Oh, so you set them up.
So then actually do it. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
that was my first when I'm in the building. Okay, how do I get the archives? How do I get that thing? I'm
Interesting.
knocking out guards. I think I knocked out almost every single guard in this building without killing them.
Tommy's a madman. Yeah. and
It
that's
definitely,
going on.
I took my
Props.
time, but yeah.
Props. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because like both playthroughs have difficulties in different aspects, but like it's like I can just kill everybody, but at the same time you have to be methodical
Yeah.
at who you kill, and
Yeah.
where you kill them.
Yeah. One thing that's hard is like disposing of a body without other people finding it because
Yeah.
people were
Yeah.
finding my bodies. But the weird thing was, I thought they'd go more on alert. Like once they find a body,
Yeah.
they say a voice line like, "Hey, isn't there someone supposed to be guarding this area?" And they're like, "Hey, let's flush him out. Where is he?" But then nothing happens. They're just patrolling again.
Which shout out, I like how snappy carrying a body is.
Yeah.
It's just bam, bam.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a super long animation or anything
Yeah.
like that.
There were a couple places I could find to put bodies, but like on the first
Yeah.
floor, it was tough. And
Mhm.
I think those bodies got found eventually.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
I don't understand the point why you can drop and throw. That-
throw them if you just want to dump them in the water or something, or throw them off a ledge.
Some little
Right.
ragdoll.
I was like, well, when you throw this, how far can you throw? I haven't tried it, but it's like
It's
what-
far enough that like if you need to throw them across a ledge or something, you probably could. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it
didn't
just
do
it just seemed kind of like I don't know. It seemed a little pointless, but I guess I don't know. Maybe it works. Maybe you could throw them into other people. But at that point, it's like, well, you're not doing stealthy.
Cool.
True.
Um,
So did you guys go to the archives?
Yeah, I did. There's a little side mission in there to pick up a journal or something.
Yeah, there's the journal
Yeah.
about the branding process.
Yeah,
for
yeah. I
communicating
got
them.
that. Yeah.
Did you do that?
I don't remember.
But it sounds like I
booked
didn't
it
really
through
even need to
this.
do
I
that.
booked it through this area, so I couldn't remember. I don't remember where I ended up. I thought I was like, there's a section where I said to pick up glasses.
Swap glasses, like when you actually get into the room.
Like visual glasses.
I didn't remember that part.
Right. So I was like, I know I ended up in this interrogation room, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't go in there. Yeah.
And So I'm telling you, like I booked it. Once I killed the front guys and once everyone was trying to rush me, I was like, all right, I gotta find a way to get stealthy again.
So basically, I was trying to find like all the runes and
Yeah.
bone charms and stuff. I was
Mhm.
doing that. Basically, I've cleared the whole building at this point, but there's one rune that I haven't been able to find, and it's like in the main. There's that main chamber where that one guard's like talking to the citizens about being holy or whatever,
Mm.
and that like looks like the rune is like 10 meters below them. Like, how the hell do I get in there? And then I think, okay, it must be the secret room that I go to. So then I go back to that little passage. I go back out the front door of the building, go down that secret passage. Okay, is there like a secret lever or something that gets me in there? No. But I can tell that the rune is in there. So I just got to figure out how to get in there.
Interesting.
So then I go, there's another, I think maybe where you come out from the
So-
kennels.
Okay,
I
it's
go
way
down
there.
there.
Yeah.
There's a statue that you can push the eyeball or something and it opens a door. And Overseer Campbell has this whole secret room where he like,
Damn.
and let me tell you, Officer Campbell, he's not the man he portends to be. Let me
I
tell you.
mean, that's crazy.
I bet there's a
Missed
I bet
that.
there's a lore or a mission note, or we have to overhear someone say it.
That's
Yeah.
you. If you at the front door, you can go down. That's where you can hear him. But yeah, I don't know if there's another
Well,
way.
to
to figure
hear
it
that how
out.
to get the statue.
Oh,
did
the
you
statue?
you just tried? You just came upon
Yeah,
that?
I just came upon it. There might have been
Wow.
something
So I think there's actually 4 ways to get into the
secret room.
main building.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That- which
I know
is
there was like the windows and stuff. If you can get up there, I'm sure there's a
crazy.
way.
Yeah, no.
But so I go in there. There's a rune in there, and then there's some lore,
Mm.
audio stuff. He talks about Emily. I think he mentions who Emily's with, but I don't know if it updates, like if it actually matters for the story or whatever. Because you figure
okay.
that out from his journal,
Yeah.
I guess that you get. But he was having like prostitutes and stuff. Just saying.
Jeez,
He was not the holy man he claims to be.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well,
so I get
I
in
missed
there.
a lot.
So I was doing all that before going into the main room to actually do the main mission.
Yeah,
So
I got
finally
that's-
do all that.
Yep.
Go in there. I'm dropping down there. And you can hear him talking on the other side of the door. It's like, okay, I have some time.
Yep.
Now you have the choice to deal with the poison because you figure out that the overseer is trying to poison the captain guy that you're trying to save for Callista, her uncle.
Yep. Yeah, that's where we.
So what did you guys do?
Well,
Did you poison them both?
no,
What?
I missed that
Dialogue.
I got the dialogue,
The
but I
interaction?
mide the poison interaction.
Uh,
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was kind of like just walking around the room.
So
and they
you
were
came
like,
up from the basement. You said from the kennels.
Yeah.
Where's the base? Like I'm trying to think where you would have come out
at
of.
the bottom. I don't know.
There's that main
Yeah.
chamber. So if you're like
There was a main chamber and it's a left
on
and
the
right.
right wing,
Yeah.
there's a sign that says 2 kennels, and there's like a door and then it goes
Ah.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's where I found at least.
Because I had to kill a bunch of guys to get up the right wing, so get upstairs. So
Mhm. I remember going left and I remember going to the very back. Yeah, that was.
Okay,
I just
yeah.
ended up blinking everywhere.
Love it.
I'm glad for those potions or the elixirs because
yeah. But as for the actual assassination, I went up. There's like a little rafters in the room.
Yep. Yeah.
And I just sat there
Ah.
and I let their conversation and I watched like Kerno get
Huh?
poisoned. He was like,
Ah.
"Oh, yeah, this wine's strong," you
Dang.
know, like. Then he falls out, and then you get a little bit more dialogue of him just being like, "Yeah, you know, I'm the overseer," and then I just drop down, just knife
Stab
him. Yeah,
What'd you do?
So I spilled the poison so that no one would get poisoned because I'm not killing nobody. I am not a killer.
wow.
So then I went back up on the rafters, let them talk, and then at some point I sleep darted both of them. So I just sleep darted. I didn't want to take the chance of like trying to jump down, choke one out. Like I was worried that
Yeah, a lot more factors.
even though I was trying to save Kernro, I didn't know if that guy would like be friends with me. Like maybe if he sees me choke out the overseer, he's
yeah.
gonna try to attack me, and I don't want to have to be forced to kill him or do something to him.
Yeah.
So
Good
I'm like,
call.
I'm just gonna
Good
sleep
call.
dart both, so I don't have to deal with that. So I did that. Then I take the overseer to the interrogation room, brand his ass, and then you just leave him there.
What? Dang.
So now he's gonna be permanently marked and like I guess excommunicated, like he can no longer be overseer or whatever.
What?
So you do that
Okay.
without killing him. That's
So,
how you avoid
A
that.
I-
lot more.
The first thing I did is I smashed the glasses. I didn't really read the dialogue correctly or the options correctly, so I was like, that's the first thing I did. I smashed both glasses, and then I just went behind this one corner, next to the
off
windows.
to the nook. Yeah.
And then I just stood there, and then they both, no one gets poisoned. I go out, I kill the overseer. The other guy is not friendly, doesn't
Really?
like that, starts attacking me. So I have to book it again and just end up dying. And then it
Okay.
restarts from the choice selection. So what do you want to do this time? I was like, oh, this time I actually read them. I was like, okay, swap the glasses. I swapped the
Ah.
glasses.
Okay.
He gets poisoned.
The other guy lives. Okay.
Yeah, so there's dialogue. So the guy gets poisoned. There's dialogue, and then the guards come in, and then the guards almost try and kill him. The guy I'm supposed to
accuse
Oh, they
save.
accuse him.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
no.
shoots them, and then it's like, all right, guys, we got to get out of here. We're running, and then so
He
him
talks
and
to you.
no, I'm still hiding. I'm still watching this play out.
Who's helping who?
I guess he came with personnel as well,
Oh, his own personal guards.
yep.
And they're like, we gotta go.
and then they have to go. So like then a little sub thing pops up where it's like make sure he leaves alive.
You have to protect him.
Yeah.
Holy
So
crap.
mine was a little different because I knocked him out. I had to personally pick him up and carry him to safety. Like I had to like make sure you put him in a safe location. So I had to literally put his body in a dumpster to make sure no one like came
Yeah,
upon him
right.
and killed him.
That's how you got him safely.
Yeah, that's what it said. There's literally an objective marker on
Worst
the dumpster.
night
It's
out
like, put
ever.
him here. Yeah. So
So you didn't kill them both,
No, I did.
but
I let
with the poison.
him kill them with the poison.
So it showed up as failing the.
Yeah, I
Okay.
failed that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just dropped down and was like, meet you, Micah. And then just
Did y'all take the black book?
Oh,
that's a good question. I don't know. I
I
assume.
don't remember.
I
I
assume
thought
No, you
that was
have
part of the
you
main
have to
mission.
pick it up from his body. At least that's what I did. If something popped
Oh.
up, I think,
Well,
like his
let
body
me
was
com-
his
let me
body
complete
was
the mission.
his
I
body
don't-
was on the ground and it showed black book.
Sometimes you auto loot when you pick up bodies. So I wonder if that's maybe how I
maybe.
got it. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I completed the mission.
Yeah, I would assume it would fail you if you
Yeah.
like missed it.
Is
or
that part of
something.
the mission?
Yeah, that's like
Oh, I thought it was a sub mission.
I don't remember picking it up, but my mission completed.
Okay.
it wasn't
Yeah.
listed as like a
As
secondary.
a secondary,
objective.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah. You could be right. No, but yeah, that was a. I remember once he poisoned and he's dead and whatnot.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Admiral Havelock's like, what
And
the hell, man?
his dialogue as he's dying, he's telling the other guy to burn the black book. No matter what, make sure this burn. Tell
Interesting.
his accomplice. He's like, make sure you tell him to burn the black book.
Dang.
So hopefully me and Aiden got that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
If not, well, we're going max.
Yeah, we're
chaos,
going-
So
Yeah.
How'd y'all exit? I guess the.
I went out the window and there's like the little
Okay.
edges. So I went out to the right edges and then dropped down and then to the right to get to the. There is a door in the building to the backyard.
I think that's where I went.
I went through the door.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, but then the objective's like, go to that door. And like, okay, I guess.
See, I didn't
I'll-
have an objective. Mine was just like, go back to
I
Sam.
had I had an objective that says to go to the back door.
So you just went inside the building. There's a back door to the back.
Right, I went back down to the main
Yeah.
lobby.
I wonder if it was because I had to carry the captain because the place to put him was
Ah.
right next to the other door outside the building. So
I couldn't find where the guy went. So
oh, really?
it said he was safe, but I don't know if he made it out alive. I can't remember.
couldn't keep up with him.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know where he went. I was trying to find the door. I was like, so yeah. And then I got to the backyard, and this is where I saw a lot of dogs.
Yeah,
So I'm
Dog
curious
Central.
if you
I got the hell out of there. I was,
was there
like,
any dogs?
Well, we'll back up a second though. There's a little interaction as soon as you get in. Well, maybe you guys missed this because you went through the other. Did you go through that door inside the building as
I
well?
don't even remember.
So when I went through into the backyard, I'm in like an alley.
Yep.
And there's this two guards accosting this guard and woman, and they're
Oh,
like
no.
threatened to kill him and her. So then I save them by sleep darting the two bad guys.
Mm.
And then they thank me and they're like, hey, we can never repay you. I'm going to give you the key or the code to the safe in the bunkhouse on the docks in the backyard. I'm like, oh, sick. I'm a good guy. So then
Missed
there's
that.
a safe in that area that you can get to and they give you the code.
Dang.
Yeah, no, I missed that. I popped up on like a rooftop
Interesting.
for my door.
Yeah, I guess I don't remember.
Love it.
No, but it's backyard. No, yeah, this back area. Like I'm on the rooftop. I killed this one guy. Alert everybody. A swarm of dogs.
Oh, shoot.
A lot of
Yeah,
dogs.
I didn't get that. Yeah, so maybe I didn't. Go
I
that
was
way.
I was curious on if you do the kennel, if that eliminates dogs or not. So I was like, I'm wondering.
There's not that many dogs down there.
There was 2 or 3, I think.
I think there's like 3.
There's like 6 in this backyard.
Okay, yeah, there's like 3, maybe 4 in the kennels,
okay.
and 2 of them 3 of them are in a cage.
Okay. Yeah.
But they will alert if you walk past them. So I
Mm.
sleep darted them while they're in the cage.
I got you. Well, no, yeah, this area that I died, I think twice because it kept getting swarmed by the dogs.
Interesting.
The guns
Guns
rough.
didn't work against dogs.
I used explosive again, and that actually worked for a little bit. Because I have to blink. I'll shoot and try and blink away. But you can't blink through enemies again. So yeah, it's kind of like just the movement. So it's a little iffy.
Yeah.
And having the switch because I can't blink and have the gun equipped, so I have to quick between the two.
You need that double jump, man, because then I can see
yeah,
you like you
that's-
get caught and then you can just jump out and blink out and get up on a rooftop or
That's what
something.
I'm
And just
thinking,
get
but
out of there.
At one point, yeah, I alerted everyone, and then I'd blink, and then just shot an explosive and then dart, and that helped a lot.
Yeah. No, I got it there. There's like 2, maybe 3 guards getting out. I do remember that. Killed them all, and then
Got the Samuel.
got to Samuel.
Yeah, I snuck through there, knocked some people out, got into the safe. It took me a while to find where the safe was. They said bunkhouse, but then there's like a
I
whole
think I
nother
saw.
room.
Yeah, I think I saw the
Yeah.
buildings. I remember what's in here.
There's a cool scene. I don't know if you guys saw it in the bunkhouse. If you go up top, you can watch. There's this one guard who says, "Oh, I got infected by the plague. I'm gonna freaking turn at any moment. You gotta help me out, bro." And the other guard's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You gotta kill me or whatever." So then they literally, he like kneels down, and then the other guard takes out a sword and just kills him, like puts him out of his misery.
Dang.
Yeah.
This is definitely a game that you can really get into.
Not for completionists.
I disagree. I think
Really? Well,
I-
multiple playthroughs.
I think that's a good completionist game.
Yeah.
If you want to see everything, it's cool.
Because
Crazy.
I hate
I
where
just-
you have
I-
to
yeah.
repeatedly do the same thing. At least with this, is a refresher. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I could do
Yeah.
this.
do it different ways. Yeah.
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 But yeah, the amount of freedom in this game is astonishing. Like this game's kind of great.
So, this game's sick.
yeah,
Did you guys
yeah.
get the wheel to crank the wheel to open that gate? Did you do that? Or
I
did you go a
found the
different way?
wheel. I didn't find where
figure
to
out where it
put it. Yeah.
It'll
There's like
open
a
gate.
gear wheel thing
Nope.
that you find at one point, I think in the workshop or something.
Mm.
And then I'm
Mm.
like, where does this go? And then I read a note that's like, hey, that freaking gate is broken. Get this new wheel out there to fix it or
For
whatever.
the backyard.
Yeah. It's
Or
like that
gate for
last
the-
wall
Oh, I just
in the
blinked.
backyard.
Mm.
Yeah, you can probably jump over pretty easily, but there's that last wall and there's like a building.
Yeah.
It has like a up and down gate, and you can put the gear on there and open that. So I did that, and there's like another
Ah.
item or something in there or something.
Okay.
But yeah, you could probably just jump over it on the other side.
Mhm.
But it's cool.
But yeah, if the missions retain this kind of
Yeah, it's gonna be
quality
crazy.
through the whole game, man, game's pretty
Again,
great.
I really enjoyed the beginning, but it was quite long.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I rushed through the second half just to get a better idea of
Mm,
how long a mission will actually take.
yeah.
But then it sounds like there's so much more to do.
Yeah.
So it sounds like I'll have to replay this like at least 3 or 4 times to really
Yeah.
get everything.
Yeah. So
Next mission, I'll try to do more of the optional stuff, assuming that it's not like kill
Mm.
everybody.
yeah.
So I'm
yeah,
assuming
yeah.
low chaos at the end when
Yeah.
once
Oh
you
yeah,
clear.
final stat screens.
I think I ended up having only one kill with that guy who killed himself.
Nah, I was
67.
Oh, shoot.
nowhere near that high, but yeah. It was
Yeah,
a lot.
67 kills.
I think it's so none of you got like ghosts, like no one detected you or whatever.
Oh no.
That seems
no.
really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try that. At
Yeah.
some point, I
Yeah.
want
Maybe like once you get upgrades and stuff. I don't know, but
Yeah.
Oh, just using gun. There's no way though. But yeah, at some point, yeah.
So talk to me about crossbow. You said you're using only gun. Crossbow sucks. What's the deal?
Because of the ammo. The ammo is I find a lot more ammo for the gun than I do the
so you run
crossbow.
out.
You need to get
But
that
the-
bone
If-
charm.
The issue with the bow is I have to go completely stealth for a higher percent chance of getting my bow. At least that's what it seems.
To get like the
Mm.
ammo back?
To get the ammo back. For
yeah.
headshots and I have to get it. And like that percentage wise, it seems like that works better. Otherwise, it's I'm just gonna lose it. And then it's not guaranteed unless it's a guaranteed headshot, they won't die. It'll take
Ah.
at least 2.
I see. And the aiming, how's the aiming? Because it kind of like auto locks, but then you
yeah,
have to adjust.
it does this weird auto locking, which I might turn off, but it's not the best.
Mm.
It's okay. It's with the gun again. I don't really have to aim. I can just shoot and one shot dead.
Nice. I'm interested to see what abilities we end up going with as we progress, because some of those look really cool. Like
Yeah.
the wind blast. Like I feel like that could be a cool like
I ended up getting
sword way to kill people.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but I ended up getting like the vampire bite or whatever.
Oh.
Where like if you fight, if you do enough parries or you like the more you kill, you get an adrenaline bar. And when it fills up, you hit Y, you do an instant kill.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He's gonna go wild
So,
at some point.
I mean, yeah, I have no
He's going full kill mode.
I think I'm gonna get in a lot of scruffs, so I figured
Nice.
it'd be useful. So.
Yeah. I'll be not doing that one because I'm not killing people.
Yeah.
And like the wind gust, the wind blast one, it's like interesting because the first level you get, okay, you can just push them over and knock them over or maybe knock them out or something. But if you do level 2, you can push hard enough that it can kill them. And I'm like, okay, I'll have to make sure I don't, if I get that ability, I don't level it up so that I don't accidentally kill people.
Okay.
Interesting.
I don't know. I jumping sounds pretty handy.
Yeah, jumping one is cool.
It's just I'm debating on still if I should go stealthy a little more or not. But with the links of these, I don't think I'll be able to. With the links of the missions and when it sounds like I might diverge down this rabbit hole of being more high chaos.
Okay.
Join us.
I'm the stealth boy here. Stealth boy right here.
Cool. But yeah, no, I am already. It's already above my expectations.
Oh yeah, this is a goat. I slept on it for sure.
Yeah, so
It's been enjoyable.
Hopefully, it maintains this quality. Maybe even keep subverting them.
We'll see some new stuff.
Pretty good, but can't wait for the next section. But yeah, definitely gonna manage time a little better.
Yeah,
and
I'll try to see more of the optional stuff.
How open it is.
It's
there's a lot.
So
at some point I stopped reading all the lore.
Yeah, you'll see me. I don't like
It's
the first third while I'm in the hub. I'm reading stuff and like taking time, but then in the mission, I'm just like, okay,
I'm a lore snob.
I just read the cliff notes on where it says mission clue. I was like, oh, what did I get?
Yeah,
let's go. Like, okay.
yeah. I'm a lore snob.
I like to listen. What I do like to try to stop and listen to is like the dialogue of the guards and
see.
stuff.
I think that's what we are missing out since we're so high chaos is the fact that it sounds like if you take the more stealth and don't kill them, they'll have interactions.
You can always wait to kill them after they say what.
Well, yeah, I'm doing like you look into the keyhole and kind of see.
Well,
if
in
there's
this
anybody
area,
talking.
A lot happened where like I blew up something or like I shot with a gun and it makes a lot of noise. Everyone just rushes from like nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you just gotta not blow up stuff.
I only did it
Sometimes
twice.
You just gotta start blasting.
I thought I could throw it and it wouldn't blow up at one point, so I threw it and I was like, I'm about to shoot it. And it just blew up.
It takes comically long.
Yeah,
like it's like it like lands and they're like, huh? What is that?
Love it.
So
yeah,
looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there was one chest in that backyard I couldn't open. There was like this workshop chest, and I got the workshop key, but it wouldn't work on this little cabinet, and it said I need a workshop chest key. I could never find it. I'm assuming it's probably on one of the guards that was patrolling with a dog, and I didn't mess with those guys because I didn't want to get caught.
So do you loot them when they die?
Oh yeah.
I don't see that a lot. Like I didn't see it.
Really? I mean, it's not on everybody, but I
think I only saw it on one guy.
I double checked. Oh, yeah,
I definitely didn't kill as many people as you, but I definitely, as all the people I killed, there's only probably once when I saw, I was like, oh, I can loot this dead body.
Yeah. I mean, 67 bodies.
Yeah.
You'll get a lot of loot.
I'm going to try to, there's some cool pickpocket opportunities that I had this mission. I'm going to try to be doing that a little bit more. Maybe not just try to knock everyone out, but knocking people out is good because then you don't have to worry about them later.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Cool.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening. We'll catch you next time on Backlog Breakdown. See ya.